I'm in book launch mode, so I thought this week that I would take you along with me with some of the book launch things that I am doing. Now, I love a long pre-launch to get my audience warmed up. You don't need this long. My book is out in October and it is mid-April, so obviously that's a long time away. I am working with a traditional publisher, so that pre-order, pre-launch period is typically a little longer than self-publishing, where you can finish your book and publish it the next day, really, if you wanted to. And so I do recommend typically at least 1 to 2 months that you are talking about your book on social media, in your marketing, warming up your audience. But for me, I am working on a longer launch schedule. And there's a few things that I'll be specifically working on this week regarding my marketing and my launch. So I thought that I would take you along with me. It has been a little while since I've sat down and vlogged and updated you. I think the biggest update is that I moved. I bought a house with my fiance and we've been settling in and my office is coming together. I used to have these. They weren't really in the background of my videos ever, but different photos of my books that I've taken in different countries. So I have that hung up. I don't have my bright yellow writer sign hung up yet. That used to be in my old videos. I'm not sure where that's going to go quite yet, but I have my own office space now. I've been really enjoying being in the new house and getting adjusted, and lots of big life stuff is coming up soon. So I've been kind of taking the book launch stuff early, knowing that I will be taking some time off here in the next month or so. Okay, the first thing on the list this week is my cover reveal. The cover is done and we are going to be announcing it, both the publisher and myself, to our audiences. Now, I always reveal things first to my mailing list. That's one of the benefits of being on my mailing list, is that my readers get the first look at things like cover reveals or the title of the book or the release date, things like that. So all of that is going to be coming at once to their inbox, and then I'll be announcing it on social media as well. So I'm going to try to create a couple mock-ups of the cover for me to post and include in the newsletter. So every day this week, it will be a priority for me to promote my newsletter on my social media, to get more people from social media to my email list and see the cover reveal and get excited for the book. I think it's so important to build social media, but also to build your newsletter, your mailing list, which is data that you own and no one can really take from you. Of course, people can unsubscribe, but those are people who have opted into hearing from you, whereas social media can get hacked, can get deleted, can go down. Like sometimes recently Meta has gone down completely. So I just posted on my Instagram story an update that a cover reveal is coming soon. I used the link sticker in my Instagram story to direct people right to my sign up page for my mailing list. And I'll be doing that pretty much every single day, just keeping that reminder going so people know that the cover reveal is coming and they start to get excited. This afternoon, I am speaking to a group of authors that I was invited to speak to about social media for book sales, and I'll be walking them through creating and optimizing a strong profile, book launching, content strategy and ideas, and doing a Q&A, and I'm very excited. Okay, it is many hours later. I'm still at my desk, but I did take a break for lunch. Had an amazing presentation for a romance author group who were very, very sweet, asked great questions about social media. And now I am scheduling a YouTube live stream for next week. It will have already happened by the time this vlog is up, but I haven't done a live in a long time. I did one for a conference last year that was a live stream on YouTube, and that's the only one I've done. So I'm very excited. Feel free to watch that one if you missed it live. And I also posted on my author Instagram about the cover reveal. I haven't posted the actual cover reveal, but getting people excited about it and telling them about it. One of the biggest sales tips that I have for you is bring your energy, bring your confidence, get excited, because people get excited with you. I typed in all caps. I posted a photo of me with my books and typed in all caps. I'm so excited for my cover reveal next week. I get to tell you first. I said comment the word book if you want to get on my mailing list, and I send people who comment the link to sign up for my mailing list. And that's just a really easy way to show your excitement and to get people also over to your mailing list, which is great. So I use usually ManyChat for automating those types of things. Sometimes I just do it manually and don't automate it. That way I can connect with people like on a personal basis. But if you get tons of comments, it's really hard to keep up with that. So automation can be a really good tool for that. But that's what I'm up to. That's probably going to be it for today. So I will talk to you tomorrow with more updates on whatever I'm working on for my launch. All right, good morning. It is Friday. My Fridays typically go one of two ways. Either very empty, which I like to end my week on an emptier day, things that I can really focus on, or really busy. Today is the busy one. It's not too bad, but I have 2 strategy sessions with authors this afternoon, and I always take time to prep and research and look at their social medias beforehand, and I record an audit video of their social medias beforehand. That way I can deliver that to them, give all my feedback at once, they can watch through it, and then we can get into our session. So that's how I like to structure those. I also have a dentist appointment, more like a procedure this morning. So I'll be heading to that in a couple hours. I'm going to try to knock out the audits, have that appointment, come back, have my 2 strategy sessions, and then it will be the end of the day already. So more work for the Marketing by Shelby side of the business today versus my own author brand. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. I spent some time in a poetry workshop this morning, and then I've been posting reminders to sign up for my newsletter on my Instagram page to just keep that as my focus for this week. I find it really helpful, just as a marketing tip for you as well, if you have multiple books or multiple products or multiple goals that you're focused on right now, try to focus on one at a time when it comes to social media marketing, at least for like a week or 2. Around a launch, I definitely recommend you just focus on that one product launch for a couple of months, really. But when it comes to things like this, where my book's not out for another while, and I just am right now focused on having people join my mailing list because that is where they get the first sneak peek of certain things, that is my focus. I am not really breaking from that for this week. Every call to action is to join my mailing list, and here's why. And I'm posting about that in a couple different ways. On my story with a direct link to sign up, in feed posts, and encouraging people to comment the word book, and I will send them the link to subscribe that way, and just reminders in the captions and things like that. So if you're ever struggling with, should I promote this book today and then this book tomorrow and then my mailing list the next day? If it's around a launch, focus on just that one book, unless it's like a series where you want people to read the first book first before the new one. If your main goal is growing your mailing list right now, focus on that for a couple of weeks and encouraging people to join the mailing list versus kind of changing up your call to action every single day. It's not that it would get confusing for your audience, but I do think you get better results whenever you are reminding your audience repeatedly, because usually people need a few nudges before they take action. And so if they're getting a different nudge every single day, they might be less likely to take action on all those different actions. So just focusing on one at a time is really beneficial. Every newsletter to my readers, I feature a different reader who has tagged me in photos of my books, not only to give them a shout out, but also to encourage other people to share about my books as well. The next thing that I'm working on is a dedicated page for the new book on my website. So I just copied another page from my previous book, and I'm working on updating the text. You can see that this is currently for the previous book. So I'm going to go ahead and update that. I updated the photo. I need to update these by links. And then once I have blurbs, which I don't have quite yet, different testimonials, reviews, I'll add those on this page as well. But I just wanted to send a reminder to you
regarding whichever website platform that you use, that typically there is an SEO option on your pages that you set up, and you want to make sure to update those, especially if you are copying them from a different page. Make sure that the SEO is set up correctly so that you have a title that is optimized with some keywords and a description that is also optimized with some keywords. This is something I threw together very quickly, so I'm going to revisit this once I have some additional time, but just for the sake of getting things up, I am just adding this page now. And then I'll also add the book at the top of this books page that contains all of my books as well.
Hello. It is now Monday, and as you saw yesterday, I worked on my reader newsletter and putting out the announcement about my new cover, and it just went out, and I've already gotten 7 or 8 responses from readers about how excited they are about the new book being available for pre-order and the cover being revealed. And so I'm now just putting the final touches on my announcement for tomorrow, which is going out on my actual social media pages. I also this morning filmed 2 new lessons for the Creatives Content Club. I have a new lesson or masterclass every single month inside the club. And this month is a hashtagging keyword lesson on how to use hashtags appropriately, how to research them and find out what would work for your content, and then also my exact engagement strategy for what I do daily, weekly, and monthly to build a community on social media and constantly be getting my name in front of new people and growing my audience in that way. So I'm really excited about those new lessons. If you are not a member of the club, it is open for enrollment right now as this vlog is going up, just for a couple more days. So I'll link that in the description if you're interested in joining. I would love to see you inside. It's an amazing community of creatives who are focused on marketing and bettering themselves and asking marketing questions. And I am very active and hands-on inside the club, giving you feedback and answering your questions. So if it's a good fit for you, I would love to see you in there. And I'm going to wrap up this vlog just by linking you to the live stream that I did earlier this week on my 3-pillar social media strategy so that you never run out of ideas for what to post. You know exactly what to post to make sales and build your engagement. So I will leave that here for you to watch next. Thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day. Bye.